Hello, everyone. Welcome to our special presentation on A Merry Christmas, a beautiful chapter from Louisa May Alcott's famous book, Little Women. Today, we're going to dive into the world of the March Sisters and discover the true meaning of Christmas through their eyes. Get ready to learn about kindness, family love, and some fascinating language concepts. Our story begins in old Boston, Massachusetts, where winters are very cold and snowy. We meet the four March sisters, Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. Their father is away fighting in the war, so they don't have much money. But they are a very happy family because they have warm hearts and lots of love for each other. This chapter tells us all about how they spend their special Christmas morning. Did you know? Little Women is a special kind of story called a Bildungsroman. That's a big word that means it's a coming-of-age story, focusing on how the main characters grow and change, not just physically, but also in their minds and morals. It's like watching them learn important life lessons. On Christmas morning, Jo wakes up first and feels a moment of disappointment because there are no stockings filled with goodies. But then she remembers her mother's promise and finds a beautiful crimson book under her pillow. Soon, Meg, Beth, and Amy also find their own special colored books. These books, with a loving message from Marmee, become their most precious gifts. Meg, the eldest, sets a wonderful example. She decides to read her book right away, promising it will do her good and help her through the day. Jo, inspired by Meg, joins her in quiet reading. This shows how much they value their mother's wisdom and each other's influence. Here's a fun fact. In the 1800s, when Little Women was written, books were often considered very valuable and meaningful gifts. It wasn't like today, where we have so many toys and gadgets. A well-chosen book was a treasure. After the girls thank Marmee for their books, they learn something surprising. Their kind housekeeper, Hannah, tells them Marmee has already gone out to help a very poor family, the Hummels, who have no food or fire. When Marmee returns, she asks her daughters for a very special Christmas present, to give their own warm breakfast to the freezing, hungry Hummels. The girls, who are unusually hungry, pause for a moment. But then, with Jo's enthusiasm, Beth's eagerness, and Amy's heroic offer of her favorite foods, they all agree. Meg immediately begins preparing their breakfast to be given away. It's a truly selfless act. It's a lovely fun fact that Louisa May Alcott, the author, came from a family that also believed strongly in helping others. Her family often shared what little they had with those in greater need, just like the March family in the story. The March family, along with Hannah, go to the Hummel's home. It's a truly sad sight. Broken windows, no fire, ragged clothes, sick mother, crying babies, with hungry children huddled together. But the March family quickly changes everything. Hannah builds a fire and fixes the windows. Marmee gives the mother tea and cares for the baby, and the girls joyfully feed the hungry children. The Hummel family, so overwhelmed with gratitude, exclaims in German, "Ach, mein Gott, es sind gute Engel zu uns gekommen." The girls, especially Jo, love being called angel children and feel immense joy, making it a truly happy breakfast for everyone, even though they didn't eat any of it themselves. During the time the story is set, many families in cities like Boston, especially immigrant families, faced really extreme poverty. Winters were incredibly harsh, and having no fire or food, like the Hummels, was a very real and dangerous situation. So the March's help was truly life-saving. Returning home, the girls feel incredibly happy. Meg perfectly sums up their experience by saying, "That's loving our neighbor better than ourselves, and I like it." This shows they've learned a profound lesson. The narrator tells us that despite being hungry, the girls were not in all the city 4 merrier people than they were that morning, proving that true happiness comes from giving. To top off their wonderful Christmas, the girls then excitedly present their own handmade gifts to Marmee, slippers, a scented handkerchief, a rose, and gloves. Marmee is deeply touched by their love and thoughtfulness, cementing the story's beautiful message of selfless love and family joy. Here's a fun fact about Jo. Her nickname Sancho is a literary reference to Sancho Panza, who is a famous character from a very old and long Spanish novel called Don Quixote. Sancho Panza is known for being a loyal and often funny sidekick, which fits Jo's lively personality. Now, let's shine a spotlight on the amazing author Louisa May Alcott. She lived from 1832 to 1888 and is best known for her masterpiece, Little Women, published in 1868. Louisa's own life was quite challenging. Her family often struggled financially, so she had to work many different jobs to help support them, including being a teacher, a seamstress, a governess, and even domestic help. She initially wrote under different pen names or pseudonyms until she felt confident enough to write under her own name. The incredible success of Little Women finally brought her the financial independence she had worked so hard to achieve. She even wrote her first book, Flower Fables, when she was only 16 years old. Her stories continue to be loved by readers all around the world. It's a wonderful fun fact that Little Women was actually inspired by Louisa May Alcott's own childhood. She based the characters of the March sisters on herself and her 3 real-life sisters. So, the story has a very personal touch. So, what did we learn from A Merry Christmas? We discovered that the true spirit of Christmas isn't about receiving the biggest or most expensive gifts, but about the profound joy found in giving and sharing with those less fortunate. We saw how compassion and selflessness can bring a deeper and more lasting happiness than any material possession. The story also beautifully reminds us that family love and unity are truly precious treasures, capable of making even difficult times joyful. And finally, we learned that even simple acts of kindness, like sharing a meal, can have a powerful impact and truly transform the lives of others. It's a timeless lesson we can all carry in our hearts. Here's a final fun fact. Little Women has been so popular and its message so timeless that it has been adapted into many movies, TV shows, and plays over the years. This shows how much people around the world still love the March family and their story. Thank you for joining me on this journey through A Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed learning about the March sisters and the powerful lessons of kindness and giving. Keep practicing your English skills and remember the joy that comes from helping others.